going on, everyone? And I'm back with another movie review. So, another bit of change of scenery. I apologize for the lighting. I'm shooting this from my throne room. The waiting room, as I like to call it. So, I just saw the new Toy Story 4 movie, finally, after so many weeks of putting it off and all that crazy stuff. Not to mention, I had my brother's wedding, which was, it feels like a month ago, which it has. So, finally, I got a chance to see Toy Story 4. So, what can I say about this movie? This movie gave me all the feels. It had me laughing. I got choked up a little bit. I was smiling. But most of all, it gave me a good feeling of nostalgia. It's just, there's no other words that I can tell to describe how incredible Toy Story 4 was. Like, seriously, like, there was a couple moments where I was like, oh my goodness, I can't keep it together. Like, part of me wanted to cry. And it's sad that I don't know. There's not much else I can say, but this movie just had so much fun. Yeah. Now I see why. And Tom Hanks and Tim Allen were choking up during the final, doing their wrapping up their final scenes and doing their voiceovers. It was so emotional. It's like, how can I compare this? It's like saying hello to an old friend at a high school reunion. You'd sit down for a couple of hours, you talk, reminisce about the good times. It could be like your close personal friend that you haven't seen in years, or an old flame that you missed for so many years, and and you sit down, you have a good time, and at the end of the day, you're happy, you're smiling, you get that nostalgia feeling. That's how I felt when I was seeing Toy Story 4. Like, literally, I don't want to give much of the movie away if you have not seen it, but I want to talk about the opening credits scene, as in, like, you know what I mean. But anyway, where it was like a flashback to I was like, oh my god, we're going back to like a time that we never saw, and also kind of explains a bit of a plot hole. Not much of a plot hole for the third movie, which was what happened to Bo Peep, and this is what happened. So it was really heartwarming and it had me choking up at that scene. Like, I was like, oh my god, is this how it's gonna be like for the rest of the movie? But no, the rest of the movie, it had me going all up and down. It was like an absolute roller coaster of an emotion. But most of the time, it had me laughing, just absolutely laughing. Like, there were moments that I actually got. There was a couple adult jokes that even though some kids were laughing, yeah, there were a few kids in this theater, but I got immediately. But it was fun. It was funny as heck. I want to talk about the rest of the cast. I'm happy that most of the cast was back. Well, by most of the cast, I want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is Don Rickles. As you know, he passed away. But thanks to his best wishes of his family, they somehow were able to slap together some of his some dialogue for Mr. Potato Head, and it really worked. As for let's talk about some of the new characters, some of the old characters. Let's see, Annie Potts reprised her role as Bo Peep. Keanu Reeves, yes. Keanu Reeves plays Duke Kaboom, this Canadian, stunt bike, Evel Knievel kind of character. He's essentially like that kind of character. It's one of those wind up toys that you wind up in your eye and make sparks and you shoot off. It's one of those. And of course, seeing a combat call voiced by Carl Weathers, which is kind of funny, but I'm like, wait a minute. When I thought Carl McConnell, I was like, oh my god, was that the toy that Sid blew up in the first movie? Yes, I was like, oh shit, oh wow. So this is what a real so essentially it was like a GI Joe, or it was like a discount GI Joe. And believe it or not, like when I first saw these the combat Carl characters, I was maybe saying, oh yeah, these remind me of those GI Joes I used to have, or those old discount GI Joe ones with that like all their limbs that could easily be broken. I was like, yeah, I'm getting some really interesting vibes from that, but it was still fun. But I kind of marked out because, come on, Keanu Reeves, come on, that's what some fans were talking about. And then you got Carl Weathers, who holds a place near dear to my heart because I love Rocky and all those movies. So that's why. So yeah, but the last act, I was trying so hard to hold it together that finally, like as soon as the credits were rolling, I was back to laughing again with the tail end credit scenes, and like had me cheering a little bit. But wow, what a roller coaster emotion of a movie it was. Believe it or not, folks, it's one of these rare times I'm gonna give this movie the perfect 10 score. I'm giving this the perfect 10 out of 10. Not much else I'm going to say. I don't think there was anything, I don't want to say anything bad about it, but there was one thing I was scratching my head about. I was like, why is Buzz acting a little weird? And I realized, oh, wait, is this still what happened from the third movie? Which, of course, I don't want to get into that and make this movie much longer. But either way, everyone, if you have not seen Toy Story 4, just stop this movie right now. Go watch it. You'll be very entertained. You will laugh. You will cry. Like I said, you will get the feeling of nostalgia. You'll get all the emotions. All right? That does it for tonight. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome, exciting videos.